All right. I think we are live. I am going to check in with my leaders and make sure we're all good to go here before I get going. Yay, I think we're good. So bear with me, guys. This is, not my forte. I am not a tech expert here. So I just have all my friends giving me the thumbs up. So I think that means we're good to go. I just first of all want to say thank you guys so much for taking time out of your precious schedules. I know time is very minimal for most of us, and so I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I wanted to host this call because of a couple reasons. Like I shared, I am deathly afraid of talking in front of people. This feels a little more comfortable because it's behind a computer. And technology scares the crap out of me. So I believe that, if you don't do things that scare you, you can't grow. So I'm having you guys help me overcome some fears here. And the second reason is because my team has recently hit some insanely huge goals, and we're growing like a weed. And I am seeing this opportunity not only impact my life immensely, but I'm seeing it impact all of my coaches' lives in ways that they never thought possible. And I'll share some of that in the presentation here. But, people that are quitting their corporate jobs, people that are losing over 100 pounds or getting in the best shape of their lives, getting off medications, people that get to stay home with their babies now, people that just get to pay for daycare or have less stress because of the grocery bills are easier. Whatever it is, they're feeling incredibly blessed by this opportunity. And so I just wanted to host this call to share some of those stories and help show you that, if you're like me and you're sitting watching all of us, play around on the internet, just always wondering if you could do this too, I'm here to show you that you can, and that there's no better time than right now. This team is on fire, like I said, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. So I've put together a few slides to help me stay on track because I make sure I don't blab your ear off all night, because when you're passionate about something, you can just talk for days and days and days. So I don't want to waste your time. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to screen share here and hope I don't lose you guys. She said that, oh, yay. Looks like chat is working. Perfect. I don't really know how all this works, but apparently there's a Q&A that you guys can use if you have any questions along the way. And if I can figure it out, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I hope most of you that are listening to this are part of our Facebook event page. Feel free, I'll check at the end in there, post any questions in there as well, or always just reach out to me or whoever invited you to this webinar, and we'll answer them there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to screen share. All right. I'm just going to make sure that you guys can see my screen here before we get going. Be patient with me one moment. I need my thumbs up from my gals before we get rocking. Okay, perfect. We're good to go. So there's some of the beautiful faces on my team. It's just a fraction of the amount of our wonderful coaches. This was just a little spur of the moment barbecue type team gathering thing we had for our local coaches in Minnesota. So it's definitely not all of us. We're now over 600 people strong. So, but I just wanted to show you a couple of the faces there. So like I said, I hope that you're here because you've been curious about, what we're doing, playing on the internet, and how the heck we're making an income or even enjoying what we're doing, I want to cover what a Team Fit Forward coach is, what our mission is, how I built a six-figure income with this opportunity, and what it takes to be successful in this business. So a little bit about me. I am a wife. My husband's name is John. I am a mother to my new daughter, Sydney. She's 10 weeks old. I am a cat mom. I'm the crazy cat lady to two fat cats. I do live in Minnesota. I have a bachelor's degree in nursing. I fought infertility for a while. I have PCOS. I am the founder of Team Fit Forward. I've been a coach for 2 years now. I operate 3 business centers, and we are a top 75 elite team out of almost 400,000 teams. So I wasn't kidding when I said that we're going big places. That's a really big deal to be a part of a team that is clearly doing something right out of that big of a network. So a little bit about kind of how I got started. So my husband, John, he used to play professional baseball for the Cubs. My upline coach, Brandy, her husband also played baseball. And there was a Facebook group that was for baseball wives and girlfriends. And we would kind of just chit chat about, we're in this city this week, what's good to do around there, and, just toss around different ideas like that. And I had seen her in those groups a lot. And we became friends on Facebook, and I started watching what she was doing on her page. From the day she started until I watched her for over a year. And all of a sudden I started seeing her become crazy successful with this. And I was always wondering, I know it's real because I'd never met her in person, but I knew that who she was before this, and I watched it work right in front of my own eyes for her. So I always was curious about it. But I never did it because I always had those doubts going through my mind that, I wasn't like her. She was something special that I wasn't. I was afraid of what people were going to think of me. Every excuse. I hated working out at home. I was a gym rat, I didn't need a shake. I didn't think I would like the shake, just anything and everything. Well, fast forward time a little bit, and my husband, a couple weeks or days before spring training, and I completely admire that decision because he wanted to be present with our family. And, we had a home, we were getting married, we wanted to have kids, and that lifestyle is very difficult to be traveling all the time. And the choice to be present is something that you never get back. You don't get that time back if you're not there. So, it was a good decision for our family, but it was a big income shift. And I, at the time, was working 2 full-time nursing jobs. And I was still feeling like I wanted to help ease this change and transition and provide in another way, any way I could, without picking up more time that I already was spending on nursing, because it's very easy to get burnt out as a nurse. So I was laying there one night after he told me about this decision, and I kept seeing her posts, and I saw one post about her joining her team, and I was like, okay, I feel like this is God telling me I just have to give it a chance. What do I have to lose? I've been thinking about it for over a year. I clearly is speaking to me in some way. I better just give it a try. Worst case scenario, I would get a free workout program and hopefully get in the best shape of my life. So I figured, I might as well just do it. My husband thought I was absolutely crazy because, like I said, I had extremely minimal time. But I am a dreamer, and when I put my mind to something, I do it. And I was not going to let a time excuse get in my way of just giving this a chance. So the day I joined, I said to myself and my husband that I was going to give it 1 year of consistent effort of the little time that I did have. And at the year mark, if it didn't work, I would just at least know I tried, because I didn't want to live my life. I was wondering, what if I just gave this crazy opportunity to try? What I want you guys to know about me, though, is that I am not a fitness professional. I am not at 0% body fat. That's even healthy. But I am not a tech guru. Half the time, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I am far from perfect. But I want you guys to know that I'm just like you. And what I want you to take away is just please, if this is on your heart, if you've been curious, just don't make the mistake I did and wait an entire year to get started. So before I get rolling, I just want to give you a little intro for those of you that don't know what Beachbody is. I honestly didn't really even know before I started. All I knew was that they did P90X and Insanity. And that's true. They do. You can see the trainers there at the bottom. But so this company was founded in 1998 by that little gentleman up in the before and after. His name is Carl Deichler. Him and John Congdon teamed up with Tony Horton when he was doing P90X. They teamed up with him and started as infomercials, and they were doing extremely well with that. And with the infomercials, they started a web type interface chat room sort of a deal. And people were in this chat room sharing their workouts of P90X. They were sharing their results. They were sharing questions and recipes and all this stuff. And people that were doing the programs were kind of teaming up together and helping each other achieve even better results because they had that piece of accountability. Well, Carl and John saw this interaction and they decided that, that's really what's giving this program the major success that it's having is the support in this room, this chat room. And they didn't just want to sell a product to people. They wanted to make sure that it was going to work for other people. And part of that was the ongoing success from the support and encouragement of other people that were doing it right alongside with them. So that's when they chose to go to more of a network marketing platform. Now Beachbody is over $1 billion in sales. They have over 20 million customers, which is absolutely insane. They are the creators of things such as the 21-Day Fix, Insanity, P90X, Turbo Fire, PiYo. They have a program called Ultimate Reset, which is just a very amazing detox. They created Shakeology. We have a vegan Shakeology, and most people don't know we also have a skincare line. It's called Derm Exclusive, and that's from a doctor who's actually on the doctor's show. So it's amazing. I use it. I love it. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about us before we get rolling. So what Beachbody has done for me, gosh, I don't even know where to start with this one. First of all, I am a completely huge homebody. I am an introvert through and through, and I have traveled now because of this opportunity more in my entire life in the last 2 years. I've gone to Nashville, Vegas, Arizona, California, Mexico, all paid trips because of this job. I have met the most incredible people, some that have been complete strangers, including my coach, and most of them have turned into some of my very best friends. I can't imagine life without them. I always say that God has put every single person on this team and on my team for a reason. And not even on my team, it's throughout the entire network. A lot of these faces you see in these pictures are people that aren't even on my team, but I've met them through this opportunity. And I have to laugh because a lot of my very best friends will tell you that just 2 years ago, I used to say all the time that I don't want any more friends. I had 5 close friends and that was it. I didn't care to ever have any more friends. They were enough to deal with as is. And I had a small close circle. I was very, very private. I maybe posted to Facebook once a year. But little did I know how much life I was missing out on by being so close-minded. Like that, the fact that I used to joke about not wanting any more friends, makes me wonder why I was ever saying that deep down inside, because I can't imagine my life without these people now. And it hurts to even think that I would think that way. This has just been such an incredible experience. It's grown me physically, it's changed me physically, it's grown me mentally and professionally on levels that I would have never imagined. I wouldn't have considered myself a leader of anything before ever in my entire life. It's gotten me in the best shape of my life, both pre and postpartum. It's helped me pay for our fertility treatments. I've paid off my car, coming from somebody that had not good credit. I have paid off student loans. I have more in savings than I have ever had before in my life. In about 8 months, I had matched my nursing salary. About 14 months, I had doubled it. And now 2 years in, I have more than tripled it. And this is not guaranteed income progression for anybody. But what I want to show you is, I was bound and determined to make this thing work. And I was bound and determined to get to stay home with my baby someday and get my family out of debt and help my family financially every way that I possibly could, but being present and not having to clock 80 hours a week anymore. I want to show you that this type of income is completely possible, because I didn't believe it was, but I did it myself. But it's because I never missed one day of showing up, and at least for just 5 minutes to do some sort of personal development to work on myself, or at least get my workout in. Every single day I've done something to grow my business or grow myself. But I'm just showing you that it is possible. If you're willing to put in the work and stay consistent. There were so many times when I wanted to give up and where I was challenged and I almost threw in the towel. Times where I felt completely defeated. But because I am stronger mentally than I ever have before, I knew that those things that were pushing me to the edge to want to quit were not worth my energy and not worth the sacrifice to miss out on what this could become. So I kept going, and I'm so thankful that I did. Now I'm able to work very, very, very part-time nursing and be home with my baby girl and not miss anything of her life, not have to pay for daycare. And I get to do nursing because I want to nurse, not because I have to nurse. And because I went to school for that. I have a passion for helping other people. I have a passion for medicine. I have, a passion for that experience, and I never want to lose my degree and my trainings, but I get to do that by choice, not because I have to. So, what is a FITforward coach? We are wives. There are husbands in our group. There's daughters, sisters, friends, but really we're just a community. There's nurses, teachers, hairdressers, bartenders, personal trainers, physical therapists, baristas, stay-at-home moms, you name it, we have it. People that are underweight, overweight, or people that are just right at their goal. People that just honestly want to feel fulfilled, serve other people, and give back and learn to be their healthiest physically, mentally, and financially. There are people that are living in Canada on our team, people that are in Alaska to Texas to New York, you name it, from 18, I think, is our youngest coach, to over 65. There is no person that does not fit a FITforward mold. Our mission is to positively impact the lives of other people on a daily basis, just helping them live life to their fullest potential. That's what it's done for me, and that's what I want to give back to other people. What I want you to know is that we are not salespeople. We're not marketing professionals. We are not dishonest. We are not quitters, and we are not in this to get rich. So sharing our stories is the basis of a coach. Really, honestly, we just want our coaches on our team to be a product of the product. And the reason I believe we are so successful is because none of us are in this just to sell something. We're in this to use these products to change our lives and simply just share how it's changing our lives instead of selling anything. We run challenge groups on Facebook, and there's also an app that's coming out that we'll run our challenge groups on too. But, we run those challenge groups to help our customers stay accountable, have support, learn how to cook, learn what to eat, all that good stuff. But we also run those challenge groups because we need them. We need a place to check into and be accountable ourselves. We're just here to learn right alongside with all of our other customers. And some of the coaches on this, all these pictures here are coaches. So mine's up there in the top, well, it's my top right. That was my results from Insanity Max 30. Amy Hughes is down there in the purple, and she one of our coaches that she, at the end of her 21-day fix video, saw a little promo about how coaches go on this amazing trip called Summit. And she texted me and she's like, how do I go to Summit? I want to go to Summit. I want to be a part of that. And that's literally why she joined. Plus, she was getting crazy results, as you can see. And that was a long time ago now. She looks even 20 times better. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but she's ripped. Like, she's just took her results and like skyrocketed them even from her first round there. But you know, she just wanted to be a part of this fun party, and that's how she started. And now she's a rock star leader on our team. Michaela, I think that might have been from a refresh or something. I'm not exactly sure what that results was from, but she is a personal trainer. And, you know, everybody would assume that she's just got it together. She knows all the answers, but she has just shared her knowledge that she has and even gained more knowledge from being a coach. And she just teaches her challengers and her customers so much. And she shows them that she's right there with them in the trenches, right alongside, doing it with them. And this is Allison. She's one of my favorite stories too. In the pink there, she was a dear friend of mine from when we were little, and she started blogging. And I had reached out to her and asked her to, you know, try the fix for me and share her results. And she was like, no, I can't do that. I like to drink beer. I like to go out to eat. You know, like, I don't want to change what I'm doing. I like my life. And I'm like, I totally respect that. It's so hard. I like my sweets and whatever. But, you know, I was like, you can still have a beer on the fix. Like, you don't have to just totally eat carrots and lettuce. She's like, fine, I'll try it. So I borrowed her my program and tried it, and look at what she did to herself. Like, that is jaw dropping. I still can't even believe her transformation. But you know, so many people were just watching her share her story. And then I was like, Allison, you're showing so many people how amazing the amazing results you're getting. Like, you're coaching them right now. And now she's an insane leader. Her team's on fire. Like, I'm just showing you guys these stories because we all started because we're a product of the product. We all started because we use these every single day. It's not like we sit here and we say, oh, I love my Shakeology, and we really just go dump it down the drain. We can't live without this stuff. Like, we are addicted. We are through and through addicted to these products because they have changed our lives. So you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. And then I just put together this little slide here because I wanted to show you guys, you know, a lot of you see what we post on social media, and I want to show you that we're just like you and what our social media looks like. Like, I am not any special, like I said, I'm not a fitness professional. I just share my life. I share that I drink beer and eat ice cream. I share that I do my personal development and I read books that enrich my life and help me mentally grow as I go through this business building process. I share that I get to snuggle with my daughter on my couch and work right from my phone. I share that my life's not perfect and my stupid cats puke all over my floor 55 times a day. You know, I share pictures of meals that are easy to make that might help other families put together a quick, easy meal. I share that, you know, we all struggle with the scale, but we're, you know, just inspirational, motivational messages. I don't have it all together, is what I'm saying. So you don't have to be perfect. You simply just share your life. This is my life, and so I share it. And that's what my business was built on. And I just wanted to show you that because a lot of people just think that there's something special to us that you might not have, and that's so false. I can't tell you how false that is. So this is a little behind the scenes. That's a little picture of how I bust out what I call my power hour. I have my little daughter hanging out on my desk with me. Don't worry, she's safe. She's not going to fall off. And then this is a little screenshot of behind the scenes in our Team FITforward Facebook page. So what I want you guys to know is that, you know, we provide everything you possibly need as a new coach. We provide templates where you can just copy and paste if you want to, or templates where you can get inspired and get ideas of how to word things. We teach you how to post. We teach you about social media. We teach you how to run a group. We teach you every single thing. Our files tab in our group and our discussion page in there is the most valuable tool that a new coach could have. We truly have the best team I have ever experienced. And I've seen behind the scenes of a couple other teams, and there is nothing like our sense of community. That's what I hear from our corporate mentors all the time. They just say, your team is like a family, and we really, really are. We're there to help. If you ask a question in there, it'll be answered in a matter of minutes. And then this is a screenshot of just our little video conference calls that we get on. We hang out together, we brainstorm ideas, we talk about things, we ask questions. Like that's what my work meeting looks like. In my sweats, just hanging out, not showered, probably haven't brushed my teeth yet, can eat my breakfast, like whatever, the comfort of your own home. Some people are in their cars on these, but it's a flexible, we're all just living our life by design. We're working when we want to because we love to, not because we have to. This one is my favorite, excuse busters. So, you can imagine as coaches, we hear every excuse in the book as to why people can't do this or it wouldn't work for them. The biggest one probably is, I don't have time. Well, you know what? Neither did I. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and this I don't have time excuse to me is like nails on a chalkboard. Yes, I did not start having 3 kids, working, all that stuff, but I was clocking well over 80 hours, and I made time. I can't believe I'm saying this live, but I'm just going to be real with you here. I would literally work from my phone. I would be working at the hospital. I would run to the bathroom. I would quick make a post. I would quick check in with my group, come back out. Hey, I just worked in the bathroom. I literally just worked in the bathroom. I would work on my lunch break. I chose to not sit and gossip, but instead sit and build an empire on my lunch break. You would be amazed where you can carve out 5-10 minutes out of your quote unquote so busy, don't have 5 minutes free of a day. I also chose, because at that time when I started, I was not working out. I chose to get up 30 minutes earlier and get my workout in first thing in the morning, and that was not like me. But what I'm saying is you don't have time, you make time. If you want this to work, you will make time at least 15 minutes a day. Every day for 1 year, you will commit to 1 year. Like I said, if I could have found time, you can too. I was working the day I gave birth. I was working from my bed while I was in labor on my phone. Again, not because I have to, because this is the best part of my day, is logging onto my team and seeing their faces. I worked from the hospital when my grandmother was passing away. And some people would think that that's not right, but logging in and being with my team during that time was the only thing that made me smile. And that says something really powerful about this job. Okay, so enough on that rant. I'm not good with technology. Yeah, neither am I. Well, I figured it out. Like today, I had no idea how to run one of these calls. So I went to trusty Google, I typed it in, and I taught myself. But when I started, I barely could use my iPhone, but I practiced and now I can use my iPhone. Like you just learn. And it's like, so I had to put this little picture of this kid on the computer because that's what I feel like. I feel like a 2-year-old on the computer. The other excuse I get a lot is I still have weight to lose or I'm not an athlete. Yeah, well, like I said, our team is full of people that's overweight, underweight, or some that are at our goal. But that's not, the best coaches make the ones that are not at their goals, because those are the people that people relate to. People relate to you when they see you not being perfect. They relate to you and watching you lose your weight, watching you gain your weight, whatever your issue is. They want to watch that transformation before their eyes so they don't feel like you're an infomercial ad. They want to have that real experience. So trust me, that is not a bad thing. The other thing is that people think that this must cost a lot of money to keep up. Well, I'll go over fees later. It doesn't. It's not like those other places where you have to have inventory at your house or you have to pay, $500 to join or something ridiculous. Just remember, like, I'm just like you. I would not have done that if that's what this was about. No way. I freaking cut coupons. I use Cartwheel. I shop at Goodwill. I repurpose things from Salvation Army. Trust me, if this costed a lot, I would not be doing it. But then I think the most common thing is that I don't want to be a salesperson. What I have to say to that is, do you think I'm a salesperson? Because I would take offense if you did. I try my hardest to never act like a salesperson, and I try to teach my team that we are not salespeople. Like I said, we're just sharing our journey of using these products. So if you don't want to be a salesperson, I completely respect that, but neither do I. I'm right there with you. So don't worry about it. You won't be. I wanted to touch on this real quick because this is what I hear every day. It really ticks me right off when some of my coaches are like, my dad thinks I'm in a pyramid scheme, or, my husband, blah, 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 whatever. What I have to say to this question is, do you even know what a pyramid scheme is? Because a lot of times people have no idea what it is. They just say that because they know it's a bad thing and they don't believe in what you're joining. But no, it is not a pyramid scheme, first and foremost, because they are illegal. Pyramid schemes allow you to make money off of the people you sign up, not the product that you are selling. So in pyramid schemes, there's no transaction of a good or a service. Our mission with Beachbody is to connect other people with programs and quality products that will change their lives. So there is a transaction of goods and services. In a pyramid scheme, no one can surpass you. So, for example, if you're working a corporate job right now, that job is more like a pyramid scheme than Beachbody is, because your boss probably makes more than you. Am I right? So, right there, that's more like a pyramid scheme than this. In Beachbody, at any point in any given week, one of my coaches can surpass my income at any time. So there's none of that capping off or gap or that leadership or that leader gap or whatever. Network marketing platform is what we are. We're an MLM format so that you're rewarded by helping other people. We have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Do you think that's a pyramid scheme? No. 70% of the sales of Beachbody come from customers. And it doesn't matter how many coaches you get. If you do not help your coaches succeed, you will not succeed. So, for example, you do not make money by scheming other people to join you. You only succeed by helping others succeed. So, what does it take to be successful? Honestly, like I've said a million times, if you haven't picked up yet, consistency. Consistency is so key. If you want to join us, I really challenge you to give it one full year. If you're a coach listening right now, and maybe you've been coaching for a month and you haven't really been consistent, start now. It's not too late. If you've been a coach for 6 months or a year and fallen off, start over, but do not miss a day. The next thing is always be a student. You always have to be willing to grow your mind and learn and be critiqued and be willing to be wrong. Be willing to learn from your failures and use those experiences as things that will move you forward. Of course, be you. I love this quote, being your true self is the most effective formula for success that there is, because it's so true. If you're not you, if you're going to join and you're going to try to be just like another top coach and you're not going to be yourself, nobody's going to join you. People join you because they relate to you, not because they relate to anybody else. So we're not asking you to be anything other than you are right at this very moment. Just share that. You have to be vulnerable. There are growing pains in this. You have to put yourself out there. It's very scary, I understand. And the next thing, again, put excuses and fears aside. I had so many fears. I had so many excuses. I was terrified of what people were going to think of me. I was terrified to post on social media. Like I said, I had posted maybe once a year, but I had to decide from that day I signed up that I was switching. I was flipping the switch. I was going to just go full force ahead and not look back. And I did exactly that. There were people that were not very nice to me. There were my biggest supporters who I thought would be my biggest supporters were not. They were my worst critics, and they were the ones that almost made me quit. But I kept telling myself, they're not why I'm doing this. They're not the ones that need these bills paid. They're not the ones that want my dreams to come true. And I chose to harness their negative energy and turn it into fuel and only push me harder. Now, I honestly want to go back and thank all of them for this empire that I've built. I want to thank all of them for keeping me going and pushing me to work harder just to prove them wrong. I used to say that I hated doing home workouts when honestly I had never even tried one. I am now a home workout advocate through and through. I don't know how I'd fit it in my day if I had to go to the gym every day. Funny story, one of my coworkers at the hospital, before I even knew what Beachbody was, I talked her out of Shakeology. I don't know who was her coach. I need to find out and apologize to them because she was drinking Shakeology. She showed me about it. She was so proud and excited. And I told her, I was like, that's crap. That's processed, blah, 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 blah. It's wasting your money. Get off of it. She stopped drinking it, bought the crap I told her to buy from GNC, and it was so bad of me. It was not the right thing to do. I had no idea. I didn't know what Shakeology was. I didn't look at the ingredients. And before I signed up, because I had such a bad image in my head of what it was, I really took a long time to research what it was. And honestly, these ingredients cannot be beat. The way that this product is made cannot be beat. The value in this shake cannot be beat. I know it looks expensive, but trust me, if you were going to put all of those superfoods in your body individually, you were going to be spending way more than what it is a month. It is by far what I believed helped me get through my struggle with PCOS. I have seen people get off diabetic medication. Amazing things happen because of it. But I was so naive and I was so undereducated and I was so stubborn and blind to realizing that there really was a good product like that out there. And I talked her into getting some crappy whey protein off the shelf at GNC, where all she was getting was protein and no superfoods, no carbohydrates, no fats, no vitamins, no minerals. So, I just want to show you that I went through a lot of growth with this too. I had preconceived ideas of what this was all about that was so false. So you have to put those excuses and fears aside. You have to have a reason why you're doing this. If you just join for fun, that's great. You're going to have a blast, I promise you. But as you get going, you have to have a reason why you want to make this work, because it's not a get rich quick thing. You have to have that reason that's going to keep you going until you start building. I just got off the phone with a coach today who she, was going full force ahead from the very first day she signed up. And, a couple months in, she was feeling really defeated because she didn't see anything growing. And I kept telling her, I was like, girl, you got to just show that you're in this for the long haul, that you're not on a bandwagon, you're in this, and they will follow, I promise you. And now she's in it about 6 months now, and she's seeing big things happen. And she's like, I can't imagine if I would have thrown in that towel. But she has a deep down why that she wants this. She had that reason to fall back on when she was feeling stuck that kept her going. And then to be successful, we really just encourage our coaches to help 3 new people a month start a healthy lifestyle, whether that's using one of our templates to run a free clean eating challenge. Again, we provide all this information for you. Or it's helping 3 people join you on your next round of the 21-day fix. But reach out to 3 new people. Talk to 3 new people a month. That's it. Anybody can do that. Absolutely anybody can do that. Compensation plan basics, because I know a lot of you guys want to know how we make money. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but number one way is we get challenge pack bonuses and commissions. So you make 25% commission on everything that you sell. So when you're first starting out, that's how you make majority of your income is commission. As you grow, and like that story I was saying with this coach that's been in it now 6 months, she's growing a team and she's starting to see the second way of earning money is a team cycle bonus. So we never earn a penny of what our coaches make. What you make is 100% yours. But Beachbody compensates you, and they give you a bonus for how well your team does, and it's called a cycle bonus, and at different ranks you earn a different dollar amount for every time you cycle. Now 2 years into this, 90% of my paychecks are cycle bonuses versus when I started 90% of my checks were challenge pack sales or commission. The third way is a matching bonus. So as you rank advance and you get higher in the levels of ranks in this business, they give you 5 or 10% of what your coaches earned on those cycle bonuses. So that's pretty incredible. That adds up really fast. And then the fourth way is by a Star Diamond bonus pool. So once you get into the Star Diamond ranks, you get every quarter a bonus based on all of Beachbody's earnings. So that's pretty amazing. This next slide just kind of shows you what your options are. So, and what the fees are, because I know everybody's questions are, how much does this cost to keep up? The only required fee is called a business fee. It's about $17 a month. And what that does is that covers your back office. It does all of your accounting, all your numbers. It does your 4 websites. It gives you links for your customers, your coaches, all sorts of training materials, all that good stuff. $17 a month is the only required fee to be a coach. Shakeology, to join, and I'll go through the joining stuff in a minute too, but Shakeology as a coach is about $108 a month with our discount. You can live chat with our representatives from Coach Relations. You can change your flavor. You can cancel, switch. You can hold your shipments, all sorts of stuff. And again, why do you want to be on Shakeology? Because you have to be a product of the product. Like I said, you can't just talk the talk. The club membership we have is $40 a quarter. So that comes out to about $2.99 a week. That gives you access to our new on-demand streaming of workouts. So any device that has Wi-Fi, you can play over thousands of workouts on there. And you get what we call free leads or free customers once your Emerald rank for people that order on infomercials. Beachbody's like, oh, you don't have a coach, so they randomly send you free customers, which is amazing. And you can cancel that, and you can cancel your Shakeology if you want. So like I said, the only required fee is a business fee. So how do you sign up? So the best value to sign up by far is by purchasing a challenge pack. And depending on what program you want, it's $140 to up to $180 some are. But usually we have monthly sales and those ones are $140. The reason this is the best value is because you save the $40 enrollment fee. So you will never see that fee. And you're starting off being a product of the product. You're starting off trying these shakes, trying a program, showing people the results that you're getting. And that's how people are going to want to join you. So that's it. That's all it costs is $140. Like I said, if I would not be here if this cost a ridiculous amount to join. The reason that this is such a good deal too is because alone as a customer, Shakeology is about $150. So as a challenge pack, you're actually getting a workout program for free. So it's a killer deal. The second option is you can just choose to pay the $40 enrollment fee and get no product. Some people choose to do that. You will not be considered an active coach because you don't have any product. You're not being a product of the product. But that's an option that I want you to know about. So what next? After you join our team, you're going to be welcomed to our Facebook page. You're going to receive a welcome email, a new coach checklist, and other tools from your upline coach. You're going to enroll into our daily training emails, or you're going to opt for group setting on Facebook if you prefer that. There's endless options for additional trainings. You can start as a challenger yourself when you get that challenge pack and just do that program full from the start to the finish, or you can start as a CEO from day one. The choice is honestly yours. I honestly started posting about coaching before I had even started my program. I just wanted to get my name out there. I wanted to get going. I wasn't going to waste a beat. Some people want to just work on themselves first. It's totally respectable, whatever. The choice is yours. Then you'll set up a game plan call with your upline coach. And then what I just want you to know is like the pace is yours. If you want to walk, we'll walk with you. If you want to run, we're going to run with you. If you want to sprint, we're going to sprint with you. It's completely up to you. You set the pace. What I want you guys to know is that I respect every, religious belief or non-belief or whatever you choose, but I'm a Christian and I believe that God has a huge role in this team's success. I lead every decision of this team with prayer. I pray for all my coaches' success, and I know that this business would not be possible without him behind us. There's no way that I would have over 8 coaches who have now gone full-time, over, so many coaches that are making over $1,000 a week in this amount of time. This is crazy. What other business can you do this in 2 years? It's insane. There's no other explanation for it. And secondly, it's the little things that I've done every day that have built this success. I'm not a superstar. I am not anything special. I don't know thousands of people. Like I said, I didn't want any more friends. I am not a marketing genius. I just show up every single day with the goal to wake up and hopefully make one person smile. I think I'm back. But I just want you guys to know that this team is for you. I can guarantee you there is somebody on this team that you can relate to. There is somebody on this team that you will click with. There is somebody on this team that's going to change your life forever. This family is like nothing I've ever been a part of. We have an insanely good time together. Every one of us loves what we do. And your level of success is whatever you define success as. It does not have to be financially. If your level of success is just to, maybe you're in a dark place and you want to smile. Maybe you want a sense of belonging. Maybe you just want other people to talk to, or, meet new friends, or lose 5 pounds. I don't care what your level of success is, but I do guarantee you that we can get you there if you give us a chance. So I thank you guys for your time. I don't know how to work this Q&A thing, so sorry. Feel free you can post it in the YouTube links, your questions, or like I said, reach out on Facebook. We're more than happy to answer any questions. The coach that invited you here is amazing. I can tell you that. I work with everybody that has invited you to this broadcast, and they're the best group of humans I know. So you're in good hands, and I really hope to welcome a lot of you to our team very soon. Thank you so much for your time. Good night.